Today we're going to be going through the 4th chapter of the book of Galatians. We're going to be digging into understanding what the chapter is about. Last time we looked at the outline of the chapter. Today we're going to be looking at the big picture of what's going on in this chapter. We'll start off with a summary. That'll be words drawn from the chapter itself. Ideally, we're aiming for one sentence for every paragraph from the chapter to tell us the idea of each paragraph, and that way it'll give us a summary of what's going on in the chapter. The next thing you'll do is a statement, and a statement is what is this chapter about in your own words. The best way to do that is to write your summary, go back, read the chapter, and then you'll write down what it is that this chapter is talking about in your own words. You want to make sure that that matches the thoughts that are going through your summary through the chapter, obviously. The third thing that we'll do is we'll look at a question that this chapter addresses. And the last thing is a devotional. We'll close in prayer. So the first part is my summary. God sent forth his Son, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoption as sons. But now that you have come to be known by God, how can you turn back to worthless principles of the world, whose slaves you want to be once more? I am perplexed about you. Tell me, you who desire to be under the law, do you not listen to the law? For it is written, cast out the slave and her son, for they shall not inherit with the son of the free woman. So the next part is the statement. And my statement is, don't submit yourselves to the law. Instead, receive the Spirit of the Son, which I draw from verse 6 in this chapter. The question that this chapter raises that I wanted to look at is, how can someone forfeit their salvation? So it talks about being justified, being a son, getting the inheritance. All of those are tied to that salvation that's talked about in the Bible. And what we see is Paul has been warning us about trying to be perfected before God by trying to obey God's law. Trusting in our own efforts to be accepted by God will not save us. We must trust in Jesus Christ and what he has done to be accepted by Jesus, to be accepted by God. The devotional, Lord, help us not to be confused, so that we will rest in your grace and still be laborers for the kingdom of God. I ask for wisdom so that we do not labor in vain. I pray that you are blessed as you continue to dig through. In the comments below, write out a statement that represents the ideas of this chapter. Let me know what you're getting from your studies. I pray that you are blessed,